Okay, everybody, this is week number 4 of the After Hours Gaming League of Starcraft 2, season number 5. IBM faces Microsoft this week. And joining on the call is Wraithcube from Team IBM.
Hey, welcome. Should be a good game here. Got our nice PVZ coming up after game 1.
So far, pretty exciting set of games.
Yeah, they've been close for the most part, so that's always nice to see.
So we're playing the games a little bit out of order this week, but no worries. We are going to cast them as if we played them in order. Looks like we have from Team IBM, the Blue Protoss, ATrain, and from Team Microsoft, we have the red Zerg spawning in around the 1 o'clock position, I would say. Krayze. I don't know how crazy he is, but his name will be crazy.
Well, if he goes for something crazy, we may have an interesting match in our hands here, as ATrain is definitely on the favor of pulling out some crazy builds that we've seen so far this season.
Yeah, that he is. But it looks like he's going to be scouting in the wrong position to start, at least, so that's too bad. But ATrain already has a pylon in the natural, so...
Yeah, it looks like they're both heading toward that bottom right here, so it'll be a while before either of them see anything unless they happen to pass that probe and Overlord on the way.
Since we're playing the games out of order this week, even though this is technically game number 4, yeah, the score is tied 1-1. Don't worry, for those of you who are good at math and are wondering why the hell are we game number 4 and the score is only 1-1. But we will be playing that first game, game number 1, I guess, a little bit later today, in about 3-ish hours, I would say. Don't worry, but if you're watching VODs, it's not going to affect you too much except for the weird score that you see. Looks like our Zerg is checking the proxy location, not proxy locations, but some locations that maybe a sneaky little ATrain probe might be putting down a pylon or hiding in. But he has his Overlord over here, so he has those corners covered. ATrain doesn't look like he's very interested in really doing anything but blocking the hatch that's already down.
Both safe builds coming out here, 14 Pool and Forge first here, making sure they're safe off the start, so we'll see where they take it from there.
So I understand it's safe if you see a relatively normal, non-early rush pull from the Zerg to put the Nexus first, right, before you put down the photon cannon.
Yeah, normally if you see that go down, you should be able to complete a wall off in time, even if you go Nexus first on a map like this. An earlier pool, though, might have been able to do something here with just the Overlord Scout to tell, but... Interestingly enough, ATrain looks like he's trying to proxy something over here in the corner, but finds himself underneath an Overlord, just hanging out.
Microsoft icon, as our observers are chatting about, is the little paperclip from the tooltip that I guess Microsoft used to have on. Used to annoy me for sure. I was trying to figure out how to freaking turn that guy off.
If only it would pop up with little help, like, you want to not die to this proxy right now.
I think, yeah, Blizzard should totally have considered adding it.
Looks like those Lings were able to get over here and take down that probe, but should at least give ATrain an idea of the timing on this third here that it got scouted out. Still looking pretty standard for the most part here. Zerg just droning it up, and ATrain just continuing to macro as well. He is chrono boosting out a Zealot here, which is an interesting choice. He actually just started his gas now in his natural, probably in hopes that this Overlord that's going to fly in here in a little bit isn't going to be able to pick those out. Any little thing he can manage to hide there.
Worker counts are about even right now. Well, close. Just slightly in favor of the Zerg. But in a few minutes he's going to want to probably, if he doesn't scout any super early rush, to drone up this third right here. But he has a lot of lings. Maybe he's worried about some kind of proxy. He's just making sure there's nothing going out. Well, there's a lot of lings actually.
Interestingly enough, the Zerg got Overlord speed here just to make sure they could scout out everything that's coming, playing as safe as possible in every way here. Zealot's gonna manage to pick off a couple lings and then die for the sacrifice here, but definitely worth it. It's actually put the Protoss up in probe count 40 to 33 here, which is definitely where ATrain wants to be at.
So the first tech that we actually see from ATrain now, he's going double Stargate. These links not gonna be able to find there, and of course Krayze just spotted those. So very good scout, it's already paid back in its dividends, right? With that overlord speed as it dies.
And it looks with that, it might just prevent the Zerg from straight up going mutas here, as it looks like Lair Tech is already done and the Roach Warren isn't even quite finished here. So we'll see what he wants to do off of that. So it's definitely a low drone count for a Zerg here at this point in the game. Unless my unit production is showing something off.
No, Zerg's definitely not as high in drone count as I'm sure he would like to be.
Interestingly enough, it looks like it's going to be double Void Ray coming out here. I wonder if this is... I think SOS used to run in build that was something similar to this, with 3 Void Rays and a Mothership Core that would go out and try and just pick off like a hatch or whatever it could.
Oh, how many Overseers does he need?
See something like that. I think he's really worried about some of the strange stuff ATrain has pulled out in the past year, because he's gotten Overlord speed, getting the Observers running pool first here, just making sure he's not going to die to anything too cheesy.
I do like his Hydralisk Den timing though. He knows that, he saw the timing of those Stargates going down and he basically waited a good amount of time before he put it down. But he hasn't made any Hydras quite yet, probably on the next cycle of larvae. Yep, first Void Rays pop out. Nothing I don't think Krayze thought, didn't know, already knew.
Yeah, Krayze definitely doing a good job scouting here, getting the Overlords all around. We'll see if he's prepared for these Void Rays here. I'm not sure if he saw those sneak through.
Yeah, he doesn't know what angle they're going to attack from until just about now. Probably lift up that Queen. Very annoying.
He's just going to burst down the lair here.
Yeah.
If he can get this, this is going to be a huge setback for the Zerg. And it looks like he is going to pick that off and then just retreat. And one Void Ray down. And definitely a worthwhile trade for ATrain here, taking that lair out.
So Zerg knows that Protoss is not going to be able to take at least a standard third. Creeped up both the expansion routes right there, and he himself took a third, or rather a fourth. He's rebuilding his main right now. But look at all these Lings and Roaches. He's just going to go for a counter right here.
Yeah, this could be a really hard hold for ATrain, or at least it's going to delay him a long time on getting up the third here, because he doesn't have a lot that's going to be able to deal with these Hydralisks with Burrow upgrade already finished here, in fact.
So how do you hold this? Force fields?
Pretty much force fields and never leaving your base, but it's going to be really hard if ATrain ever plans to take a third, but it doesn't look like that's anywhere near in his future.
But he is he is putting some more pressure on the main.
Zerg is pulling back all of that. See if he warps in a sentry here too, or if he's just going to keep warping in Zealot, see if he can take out the Hydralisk then. Looks like he actually is going to leave the Hydralisk Den alive here, unless this next set of... Oh no, Void Rays are still going to take that out. Possibly try and take out the spawning pool in the corner, but that might live as well. And the Void Rays look like they're finally going to get taken out here as well. Oh, that one will actually survive.
It's too bad he didn't focus down the spawning pool too. Oh well.
He almost managed to get it there, just 100 health remaining on it. But the question is, where does he go from here? He's got another Warp Prism coming out. He's got +2 attack on the way. However, the Zerg's also hurting here on just 2 mining bases at the moment, and just now starting to get that third saturated, but there's a force here getting ready to take that out as well. Just relentless pressure. And at this point, there's no Hydras. Oh, Hydralisk.
Oh, damn it. I think I just lost my internet connection, but I will be right back. There it is. Get Wraithcube back on the call. Oh, awesome force fields, keeping the Zerg forces from reinforcing. He's able to take out the fourth again. Uh-oh, watch out. A lot of Zerg here. Not enough force fields to keep this away, so ATrain's going to forfeit this this force right here. Too many Roach Hydra here. It's too bad. Well, let's see. Right now, ATrain's going to be very, very careful. He's going to lose this force right here. Retreat. He's going to need more sentries here, and he's going to need Colossus, some kind of splash tech right here. Probe actually escaped, but he has bigger problems right here. He's got Zerg knocking on his door. Yeah, he's gonna need more. He's gonna need more sentries to try to hold this ramp right here.
Okay, it looks like I'm finally back. This is suddenly turning into a hold that doesn't look like it's going to hold at all.
Yeah.
Had to run over him.
Probably need a couple of more sentries to hold that. Oh no. Yeah, this is not looking good for our Protoss hero here. Just too much Zerg. Microsoft takes game number 4, so we'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens in game number 1. See to decide if this is a win for Microsoft or we take it to game number 5.